Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mary Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Thank you for liking and primarily subscribing to my channel, helping me overcome the 4 years of censorship, shadow banning, put on me by the Joe Biden regime. Those nasty people, I'm glad they're gone and they should never be in power again. In case you were wondering, I buy stuff for assets, for value. I do not invest in the stock market. I don't gamble. I don't have the money for that. I do buy copper rounds, and as you can see, these are really beautiful. This is a 5-ounce Second Amendment copper round. I really like these. They're really good. That's 5-ounce, still affordable to me. That's the poor man's silver. They come in 5-ounce, a nice 2-ounce Walking Liberty. Really beautiful. They do this well. This is not your DIY copper. This is specially designed. This is trade units selling for collectors and everything else, making money on those. 1-ounce comes nicely. President Trump, fight, fight, fight. As you can see, the 2 Secret Service agents and Trump with the American flag in the background. Nice design in the back. These are all basically sold out at all your bullion dealers, and it is difficult to find a variety on eBay, so that's a good investment for me, especially since copper just went up to an all-time high, $7 a pound, and it is going even higher because Amazon just secured a 2-year deal with a copper mine for its warehouses, AI, and other things. Copper is a beautiful conductor and other things, as well as silver, the number one conductor, and silver is now approaching, to buy this physically is $100 an ounce. I placed this from SD Bullions from clear back before Christmas Eve. I just got it. Small pedestrian purchase, but SD Bullion treated me very well, kept me in the loop, saying, hey, thanks for your order. We value all of them, and we'll get it out to you as soon as we can get it out, sorted out. The orders are overwhelming, all of them. As a prepper, I buy assets. I do not go in debt buying assets. I buy what I need, when I need them, and some of it for the future. Canned goods, always good to have. Canned meats, especially Spam, canned beef, canned turkey, canned chicken are always good to have on the shelf. Fresh is better, but canned is a good backup. I strongly advise that. I buy assets like silver and copper to just put aside for emergency. Silver is going ballistic, and I see a few of the preppers are finally getting on board, saying maybe you should take a look at this. You should have taken a look at this a long time ago to boost your assets and potential trading for goods and services. That's all it is. An ounce of silver at $100 won't buy a loaf of bread, because the guy says, I can't make change for this, and you don't want to pay $100 for a loaf of bread. I mean, you may if you're desperate, and hopefully we won't get to that time. And they do have quarter ounces, half ounces, so on and so forth. That's something to look at. I look at everything. Investment in 556, 762 was an investment for me. I've already sold, some of it to buy other things. I don't fall in love with one particular thing, but I have them on hand, and so should you. I highly recommend diversity. As you can see, we spent money on a chicken coop. We're paying that off. We did go in debt for that, but in order to have chickens, you have to have safety, and now we have eggs each and every day. So that's saving me $4 a dozen, per trip to the grocery store. That's a resource. That's an asset. I look at that as food, barter, helping goodwill towards my neighbors and friends, plus potential meals walking around out there. That's an asset. That's the way I look at it. I don't play the stock market. I don't gamble. I don't have that money to do that. I do not buy, silver dimes and quarters and pre-64 nonsense. I don't do that. I don't buy bags of dimes and all that kind of nonsense. Nobody's going to watch you count out, 50 dimes, to trade and barter. They won't do that. It just won't happen. Your assets will be lead 5.56, 7.62, 12 gauge. Those will be assets. Assets right there that will keep you alive each and every day. Eat that, rotate it, buy more. Buy what you can afford. If you can afford to buy land out of the city, out of crowded suburban neighborhoods, go in rural, I highly recommend you buy whatever you can afford, whatever you can afford out in rural America. There is still plenty of jobs, but they're not making any more land, and it is getting more expensive, and that is an asset. Because if you can buy that land, you can farm that land, you could put fruit trees on that land, you could build raised bed gardens on that land, you could put your home on there, you can start investing in livestock, raising your own cattle, knowing what they are fed, how they are treated, how they're raised, and what you are eating. That is my primary resource for prepping. That's my fallback to. That is my plan. And you should have one. I see the other preppers, saying, well, maybe you should look at silver. I'm telling you right now, you look at copper, that's the poor man's silver. You look at the copper rounds, staying within your budget, buy that. That will be a good trade unit, seeing how copper is going up ballistic next to silver and gold. I can't afford gold. It's $4,600 an ounce. When it is that high, people buy gold because they are afraid of the collapse of the dollar, as am I. Next is silver because it is an asset that is used for making your solar panels, your Teslas, your AI. It is gobbling up those resources. As an investment, you're making money. As an asset, it may save you when you need a doctor or security or something should things collapse, and that's the way we're going. All right? That's why I'm talking about assets, the necessity to have them as a prepper. Food, water, shelter. Stocking up on bottled water never hurts. Won't go bad. Lasts a long time. It's good for you. Stock up. That's the way I look at it. When will I use it? What will it benefit me? Can I use it for barter? Absolutely. Can I use it for survival? Absolutely. Do I like it? Yes. These are the things that you have to be prepared for. Trump, for a president that says he wants peace, we're looking at a potential riot, coup, whatever you want to call it, Venezuela. The Marxists are still in control. They don't give it up easily. You're looking at war potentially in Iran. You're looking at war very definitely with China. They're already preparing for war. They've been preparing for war. We're lagging behind. We're looking at what he's talking about, taking Greenland. Taking Greenland. Putting boots on the ground, more bases in Greenland, taking it, and then mining it and distributing the wealth to the occupants of Greenland. But for security, he is talking about either buying it or just outright taking it, invasion, annexing it to the United States. There's a lot of talk of peace, but there's a lot of threats of war. Look at what's happening realistically, evaluate it, buy it, don't buy it, make the decisions. I don't buy new cars. It's a waste of money. Waste of money. As soon as you drive that new car off the lot because you say, I got a new car and you're really cool and you like that new car smell, you're paying for that new car smell. But as soon as you drive it off the lot, you're losing $5,000 to $10,000 and suddenly that new car smell doesn't appeal. Get a certified used car, one that's gone over. Buy that. Make your payments that you can afford without losing everything else. Buy what you need. If you're on the hamster wheel in these suburban neighborhoods that I have been watching and going through and saying, holy crap, why would you pay $500,000 to look out your kitchen window to see your neighbor cooking breakfast or taking a shower or watching TV through their window while you're looking at them? Why would you ever do that? HOAs, homeowners association, tell you how high your grass can grow, what color roof you have, what kind of dogs you can have, and everything else. They're dictating your lifestyle, plus you're paying a premium to live in an HOA feet away from the other guy that's looking at you saying, hey, I wonder what Greg's having for breakfast. Let me look out the window. Cannot fathom that. Move out of the danger zone. Buy what you can afford, what you need. If there's two people, why are you living in a 4-bedroom house that's costing you thousands in mortgage? Buy what you need, downsize. Put away your ego and start preparing for reality. People are going to be hungry. People are going to be just absolutely panicking. Stupid people do stupid things. And when you're out on the street with the other zombies, you're going to say, why wasn't I prepared? And that's what I'm trying to help you with. All right? Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. Give me the thumbs up. Leave your comments, please. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. The Biden regime really put it to me, helped me overcome it. I thank you. Greg out.